to another special edition of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
Megan the Daughter.
This is our Day 2 of Gen Con 2015 quick report. So today, mainly we just kind of went through the hall. We did demo some games, and we want to talk about what we did. So the first game that we demoed was Valley of the Kings Afterlife by AEG. What do you think of that, Megan?
It was pretty good. We didn't get to play a whole game. We kind of just did the quick version to kind of get to know it and then kind of decide if you want to buy it or not. It's an interesting kind of deck building game and then a deconstruction game is kind of how the designer called it because he was running the demo. So it's kind of different. I think, are we going to get it maybe? Possibly.
We'll get it at some point.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for the video eventually because we'll give more of the thoughts then.
Now we did ask him about what was the difference between the Afterlife game and the base game, and he said, well, they're both standalone games, but what you can do is you can mix and match. So like if you wanted to take all the blue cards together and put them and make a super deck that way, you could. Because he said if you mixed both games totally, it would take forever to play. Okay, the next game that we demoed was Star Trek 5-Year Mission by Mayfair. Now, how much did we like that?
A lot.
Well, once we got done with the demo, we walked over, we purchased it, because if you got it at the con, you got a con special promo.
There's the box.
Which we'll show you in a second.
Yep. And here is the promo card.
You get the Wesley Crusher, and the best part of that is everybody can say, "Shut up, Wesley."
Yep. So that's pretty
cool. And then
cool.
the back side is, so you have Star Trek The Next Generation with Wesley, and you have the original series with Janice Rand.
So you have every card is dual, so you have original and then next gen on the back. So it's pretty cool.
And it also corresponds to who they are. So like the captain, on one side is Kirk and Picard, the first officer is Spock and Riker, Dr. McCoy and Beverly Crusher, and you get the idea.
It was fun. I liked it. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, we'll show you more of that once we get back home, and we'll pop the box. We'll do an unboxing of that. You can see it. It's a really cool game. We really enjoyed playing it. In fact, one of the guys that was playing the game with us after our demo, he stayed and he went and got another character and played in the next demo. And I wonder how many demos of that he actually played.
I don't know. There is replayability, definitely by who's in your crew and what character you play, so it's pretty cool.
And it's really neat. I'm not going to go too much into the game right now, but dice are involved, and so you're rolling dice and you're trying to basically complete cards and missions and things. You don't want the Enterprise to blow up. That's bad. Crew members can get injured. You know, the doctor can heal them. It's a lot of fun. So stay tuned for a video on that. The next game that we did I wouldn't say we really did a demo of. We were the only ones in the booth at the time. And the game was sitting there, and that was Thunderbirds. You want to show them the little card there?
Yep. So this is that. It's coming out. When is it coming out?
It comes out either September or October. I think they're planning on having production copies by Essen, which everything's going to be at Essen.
But no, it was a pretty good game from what we were learning it.
Yeah,
we taught ourselves and kind of played it, but it was still fun.
It's by Matt Leacock, who did Pandemic and Forbidden Desert and Forbidden Island.
Like, you can tell it was his game, just because like the similarities with Pandemic and all.
Yes, there are a lot of similarities there. It is a co-op game. The little miniatures, especially of people that are familiar with the Thunderbirds TV show, you know, you've got all the Thunderbird vehicles, Thunderbird characters. I think it's going to be really cool.
It'll be cool.
And I know we're supposed to be getting that, so hopefully we'll be bringing a video to you on that sometime this fall.
FAB.
FAB. Okay. The next game that we attempted to demo was Suburbia. And I say attempted because the person running the demo that we had, she really didn't know the game that well. And she was tripping over her words. She was basically flipping through the instruction booklet. It was so bad it actually turned Megan off of wanting to check it out.
So maybe I'll like it later on. But.
So yeah, so that's just a note to all the game publishers out there is make sure that you have people running your demos who know the games. Okay. Next up was the Doctor Who card game by Cubicle 7.
I wanted to demo because it's Doctor Who, so it was pretty cool.
And you're wearing a Doctor Who shirt now, aren't
you? I am. It's the Witch in the Fireplace. I don't know if you can tell, but it's Hermione in 10. So, yeah, and it's Harry Potter's birthday today. So
happy birthday, Harry Potter.
He's 35.
35, wow.
And J.K. Rowling's 50.
How old's Daniel Radcliffe?
28.
Wow.
26.
Those kids, they grow up so fast. So what did you think of the Dr.
It was good. It's all new Who, so 2015 on to now. I thought it was pretty cool. It has some interesting mechanics to it. It's pretty simple, straightforward, but I think it's cool. You can, like, target, like, if you want the POW estate to be invaded by, like, Daleks, you can do that, and then you have to try to fend them off with, like, your companions and your doctor, so it's kind of cool. We'll explain more
And
later.
It went all the way up to the new doctor,
It went up to 12,
right?
yeah, and had Clara. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting that. So you can expect that sometime.
Okay. We didn't actually get the demo. We had to watch because the demos were full. But we stopped by Cryptozoic and looked at Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. I don't know that it's definitely one for us.
No.
You really weren't sold on it.
It's like a miniature, and I don't like that.
Yeah, you're not big on miniature games, but then again, Thunderbirds is kind of miniatures.
But it's not like
Thunderbirds
miniatures.
Thunderbirds has cards and things that you're dealing with too.
It has miniatures, but you're not limited to that.
Yeah. So I don't know that we'll be doing that. I'm sure there'll be plenty of other reviewers out there. And then lastly, we looked at a demo of the new Mission Red Planet by Fantasy Flight. If you haven't seen Fantasy Flight, if you haven't seen Mission Red Planet, go check out our original playthrough of the original game. But the differences on this one is they've updated the artwork a little bit. Actually, the artwork is all different.
It's all different, yeah.
All the rocket ships, instead of being the big, thick cardboard cutouts, are all cards.
They're not the wooden tokens. They're like plastic tokens now.
And they look like little astronauts. So that's actually an upgrade. That actually looks really cool. But the artwork on Mars, that's different. And then they have also added one of the moons of Mars, I think, for an additional destination you can go to.
Yeah,
but
it looks cool.
But that looks nice.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you don't know what Mission Red Planet is, go back and check out our video on that. So that pretty much wraps up what we did today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is our last day at Gen Con, and I think we've timed that pretty good. We plan on doing a bunch of demos tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we'll try to have another wrap-up video. And then probably within the next week we'll have a special video where we'll kind of recap everything. We'll look a little bit closer at some of the games that we got, and just kind of give our general thoughts on the con.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, right?
I think so.
All right. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. One more thing. Check out our Facebook page right now. We are posting a bunch of pictures of what we're doing, what games we're playing, demoing, and just a bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing at the con. So we'll keep you guys updated as well, up to date, and all that stuff. So check us out.